welcome to another book review. I have had so many books recently that I've wanted to talk about, and I'm so glad that I get to talk about them on here, and you can see the passion that I have for these books by my gestures and my tone of voice. Obviously, I still write written reviews for all of these, and I tend to link them below my video. But I think being on camera gets across exactly how much I loved these books, and I loved this book. And this book is You Me Everything by Catherine Isaac. This writer used to write as Jane Costello, but she has gone in a slightly different direction with this book. It's hard because it's so sunny. It keeps reflecting on the gold. This is a proof copy, so I am sure that the finished copy will be even more beautiful than this proof that I hold in my hands right now. This book comes out on April the 19th, I believe. Yeah, April 19th in the UK. But amazingly, this book has been sold all over the world, and so it is, I think it might possibly be out in a couple of countries already, but if not, it will be coming out either in April or soon. And let me just tell you about this one. You and me, we have a history, we have a child together, we have kept secrets from each other for far too long. This summer, in the beautiful hills of the Dordogne, it is time for everything to change. You Me Everything is a heartfelt and unforgettable story about the lengths we are prepared to go to for those we love. And this book starts off with our mother and son going off to the Dordogne on holiday to see her ex, his dad, and straight away I completely identified with our main character. Our main character, Jess. She is trying so hard for her son to do the right thing, and she's kind of put her own life on hold for him, obviously, because he is her everything. I just, yeah, straight away I was completely on her side, and I loved her way of thinking, and I was, I felt like I was her friend, and I was, hearing about her story from her point of view and hearing about what happened to her and what happened to William. William is just a typical, he's a lovely boy. I don't want to say typical boy because there is no such thing as a typical boy, but he loves life, and he has the same kind of fears and worries that little boys do growing up. And of course he is excited to see his dad, Adam. Adam runs this holiday site that they go to, and as you can imagine, when Jess sees Adam, history starts to dredge itself up, and Adam, I kind of felt for Adam a little bit, because suddenly here's his son who he doesn't see often, he hasn't seen for a while, and he doesn't really know what to kind of do with him. He doesn't really know how to be a dad. And so whilst there has been some history that's gone on that might make you hate Adam, I could sympathise with him to a certain extent. I read this as a buddy read with Hayley, another blogger, and we were messaging whilst we were reading it, and we were messaging when we were at a particular scene about Adam, and we just messaged and we were like, Adam's a dick. And I was like, oh, I so know. But as I say, as the book went on, I could sympathise with him a little bit, and I did warm to him a little bit more as things went on. There is some other stuff that I don't want to give away as spoilers. It's so hard to talk about this book without talking about the spoilers. Some other stuff that Jess is dealing with that she hasn't necessarily shared with everyone, and so we as readers have that beautiful position of being able to see the stuff that she's dealing with and be there with her, alongside her, and you want her to be able to share it with somebody, but you can see why she's not sharing it with people. and we kind of don't know how much exactly William might know. We know that Adam doesn't know anything, and yeah, it's really hard to talk about that bit because I don't want to give away any spoilers, but this book does go a lot deeper, and some of the things that Jess was dealing with on her own did make me cry because she was dealing with it on her own, and she had got herself in a certain mindset, and this book explores, you know, how she has to open her mind a little bit and let herself be open to help from others as well, and that is one of the beautiful things about this book. Everybody who has read this book has described it as beautiful, and it is impossible not to describe this book as beautiful. It was engaging the whole way through. I literally couldn't put it down. As I say, I was doing it as a buddy read, so I was trying to kind of hold back a little bit and not go racing ahead so that Hayley was like, I'm not caught up. But the last chunk of it I had to keep reading and couldn't put it down, so I couldn't read my however many pages we'd agreed to read a day. I just raced through the end of it, but it was amazing, so I regret nothing. This book is beautiful. I think it's kind of like everybody could find something to identify with and enjoy in this book, and it's just a really lovely read, and so I definitely recommend that you get it. I will leave all the pre-order links down below, and I will leave a link to my written review as well, as I said. And yes, thank you very much Simon & Schuster for sending me this gorgeous proof copy, and I'm excited to buy myself a finished copy as well. So yes, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, let me know in the comments a book that you've read recently that you would describe as beautiful. We all love a beautiful read, and we need it in our lives all the time. So yeah, let me know in comments. Make sure you're subscribed so that my next video lands in your subscription feed, and I will see you with my next video soon. Bye!